November 4, presidential primaries of the New Patriotic Party. A whole encomo and an pay yedi details ni nyinano at the airport. To stay with us, number wa dwinche ni nyinano enti me emra 0550596929 0550596929 0550567929 text lines are no pay ye de aye juma on the WhatsApp console and afin so SMS odi ni nyina no eba ye beje na ya kenkan e de amount enti messages no emra obetimi so join the live feed on Facebook Kessben TV is streaming live and afin Kessben FM 92.9 so is streaming live on all platforms across social media. And this is our official launch. Election event will bring you all the details. Now, free and we will let you understand what is at stake for the New Patriotic Party. We have 4 candidates seeking wamo ebenya the mandate of the delegates within the New Patriotic Party. Na afi wamo etimi ababetu franka ede ama NPP amanyoko no enti anopay we will walk you through the series of polling stations party no akreti na across the regions no you will get to understand the details anopay yede ema and gain no se utie mi ubetimi so ehu the number of delegates SSA wo more expected say womu betimi ato aba across all regions in the country plus the womu betimi a constitute the national headquarters of the party. So we begin with the Western region, the number of delegates. Now the Western region party elections committee has decided that they're going to work with 21 polling stations in the Western region. Now, it is expected, in the Western region, about 13,720 delegates are going to vote within the Western region. 13,720 and ebetimi atuaba. What it means is that constituency in Western region will have a polling station at the municipal, the district, or the metropolitan area na afe etimi aboa ama the teaming delegate etimi aba betuaba. In all we are looking at 21 polling stations wamubetimi akrete now offer all the districts within the Western region. We have about 26 or so or 23 or so constituencies so at the Western North the rest ebenya polling station at their district or constituency capitals. Then you come to the Central region. Central region we are looking at 28 polling stations. And the more Central region what you need to know is that over district bia and our constituency bia you have 1 polling station. Then you come to the cities. Cities will have more than 1 polling station. Said the figures are ebetimi are contentem. But in the entire Central region, the election committee has said they are expecting some 18,125 delegates to cast their vote in the Central region on Saturday. Then you come to Greater Accra. Greater Accra is having 39,151 delegates, and it is expected all 31,000 all things being equal wamu nyina no to aba mpacho wamu would deal with 58 polling stations. But mind you, from the time wamu develop the album for the delegate wamu edebetu aba it could be ene obi mukra no efrimu, it could be obi eyare, but the party's directives were that obi efrimu kra no there shouldn't be any change. Yema nipa no ni din enkoso engom said ebeya ebetimi aboa. These are some of the figures. Now it is expected figures no enso Greater Accra nkoano 39,000. Now majority of the vote I bekodiama candidate ewahano, that it means that you are inching to a victory. Greater Accra is far more than the number of delegates ebetuaba in the Ashanti region. And that is it. Now you come to the voter region. Voter region is expecting 11,999 delegates. say wɔn betimi ato aba in the voter region. The question I asked this morning is that constituencies no as pillage no are affected wɔn no. What will be the arrangement a party no ebeye ho for the people to be able to vote again? One more party cards, one voters ID. You know, afani nyina no. What will be the special arrangement a party no ebeye ede amom? We know, sir, in the course of the week, no, the party's elections committee will have to respond to this particular region. Some aspect of the constituencies are wamonso wamuho ako ahoyehia. Then you come to the eastern region, 21,255 delegates. Ana ebetuaba. Enti se o ye campaign ede ama o candidate no o strategize ahead of Saturday. You should be able to know the figures. By now, o ye aspirant, we new team no, you must be able to know the figures and know which regions and constituencies are what targeted na afi etimi abua. Then you come to the eastern region will do with 35 polling stations. And the constituency biano yabeto aba ewo ho na afi etimi aboa ama processes no etimi acontem. We are told by the elections committee ora yamwa eba the last time he mentioned say abato no ebe hyase anopa nonson e de akwa kusi ewia 2 o'clock. And that is it. Now in the Ashanti region 35,737 delegates will be casting their vote, and you compare the Ashanti region and then the Greater Accra region, you see the figures clearly. We are any serious candidate. These two major regions, must be of concern to you. Or strategies are put in place. Must work towards the fact that majority of the vote are in the free Ashanti and Greater Accra regions. Now, now let's move to the Western North region. Western North region is with the lowest number of delegates. One more. Ahafo is with the lowest. Now Western North has 6,122 delegates. One more EBQ Atuaba on Saturday with 10 polling stations. And over Western North region over Bibiani Ariaso Bekwai over Seshi also a contomra over Enchi Swaman constituency or Dadieso. All those constituencies will fall within the Western North region with some 6,122 delegates expected say wamubetimi ato wamo aba. In the Ahafo region, we are talking about 4,204 delegates say wamubetimi ato aba across 7 polling stations. Our party demarcated for this particular exercise. Mpacho ubetimi adjoin here live. Facebook so handles Kessben FM 92.9 Kessben TV so streaming live na afei wo share na wo follow na wo comment ni nyina na ye Chelsea Kessben Cashport so *256 *2 hash *256 *2 hash na was selected option 2. Then you play with us on Kessben Cashport before you be sorry so you be draw at the amount. Now we get to know our lucky winners. Then you come to the Bono region, 7,991 for the Bono region with some 14 polling stations. And demarcations, Bono East expected 7,570 delegates to be able to cast their vote on Saturday. And that is Bono East. Now you go to the Oti region, 5,210, and after the northern region comes in with some 11,805 delegates. Wamunyinano ewo 12-9 and then 19 polling stations are demarcated for those elections in those particular regions. Now let's move on to the Savannah region. Okay, so Savannah is beating the Ahafo region is beating Savannah. Now Savannah is with some 3,963 delegates. One more ana expected say one more betimi atuaba that memory that are a D anymore. Then in the Upper West region we have some 6,640 delegates. One more ebetuaba across 12 polling stations. You go to the Northeast region. Northeast region also 3,490 delegates wamubeki atuaba. Then Upper East with 8,118. Then finally you will have a polling station at the headquarters of the NPP's NPP, the headquarters of NPP, a slam down. And that is it. Now you look at all these figures. It should give you a clear indication. Baby, assessor ultimate target. Now we put the figures together for you on election avenue. Total of delegates. Yes, but it's about Saturday in the NPP's primaries. 205,559. 205,559. Total number of polling centers and our polling stations. Our party no share ni mu say wamo edebetuaba on Saturday no comes together at a year 331. And this is the total expected figure of a year polling stations party no ebe yuso. Aside all this figures no, there is no other polling station bia ewo bia se party no ebe yuso. And sir, oh yeah, a year candidate and now aspirant and now we are campaign manager. You should know 205,559. No, you're breaking it down at the amount. Which regions are carrying the highest vote in terms of numbers of delegates? One more able to me at but so far it is the Greater Accra region, and then the Ashanti region comes next. And so we'll concentrate here on the niche creation. It is expected, sir, by close of a year Thursday, I'm sure, sir, by Thursday party candidate be into me and your campaign be now by close of Thursday or Friday. Possibly, you should be able to know baby who focus ni nyina no ebewo. And this is for you to know. Now, it is also part of our build-up towards a year Nyamiya Doma Memreda coverage Yedebebro on Kessben. Now, this is for you to know. Now, Ochina Yeba, as part of our update and our build-up, we will tell you more about the aspirants. So far, one more messages are one more put it across. The reason why in here, SSR Osha womo eso na otuaba edema womo. Now Osha eye yen flyer ye issue a war abontain no per the notice of poll, and then for the purposes of womo ATA na eshe ya no pay no Kennedy Akompreko Japan candidate number 1, and he said the Kessben yashisene kama on our flyer no nyame adoma memreda sana ubehono. Now Dr. Baumia is candidate number 2 on the ballot paper, and Afe Ora Ousu Efri Yakoto, former Greek minister, candidate number 3, Francis Adainimo, candidate number 4. And he said, no, per the notice of poll a committee, no, a published, no, this is how the ballot paper will look like. Nyamiya Doma Saturday, and Oya delegate, na Oko Akwakotoaba. These are some of the few things you need to know. The polling stations are Modibe Yejuma. What it means is that averagely constituency be across the country, no 275 constituency, no Ubia Benya polling station. Now over a year the cities no, especially in Greater Accra and then Kumasi, baby are numbers no endorse no party no creating additional polling stations at the account, so making it 331 in total for all the polling stations party no ebe on Saturday. And this is part of our build up for Saturday.